Hi, my name is Liz Hathway and this is my astrological look at the week ahead. We're looking at the week starting the 11th of December 2017. It really is Sag season, isn't it? I don't know if you find time seems to suddenly speed up in December. Doesn't that run up for Christmas? We talk of a run up to Christmas that seems to really exemplify the sort of Sagittarius rush. We're charging ahead of ourselves and planning and spending money and, you know, getting out and meeting people. It's the party season. And yet certainly Saturn in Sagittarius is still in the picture. He's almost ready to shift. Next week he'll move into Capricorn, but he's still in the last minutes there around the galactic centre, and certainly he's creating some waves there. Not only with the weather, which in Europe is absolutely dreadful at the moment in large parts of Europe, but we also see that the whole culmination of the negotiations of the last year and a half, for example, surrounding Brexit, seems to me to perfectly exemplify Saturn in Sagittarius, where the whole legal settlement has to be hammered out. And I find it deeply fascinating. Don't forget that the UK is a Saturn-ruled country. Its sun is in Capricorn. So there's a lot still going on there, but by next week we'll see Saturn move sign and the landscape will certainly look different. This week anyway, to get to this week, we have on Wednesday, we have the Sun conjunct Mercury. Sun is going direct, of course, can't go any other way, but Mercury is moving backwards. And it was interesting today, there was a talk on the TV about people holding back on spending. Certainly in the UK, people are nervous. They're spending more on food and on commodities like that, but they're not buying a lot of larger items. They're sort of they're just not spending as much. And Mercury, of course, rules trade. It rules business deals. It rules all those little shops that we pop in and out of as buyers and sellers. This is very much Mercury. Mercury retrograde in this very expansive, you know, positive, outward going, you know, spend, spend, spend sort of sign is certainly being felt, I think, on the high street, if the BBC this morning can be trusted. So we have Sun conjunct Mercury. It stimulates the mind, but it makes very hasty and very quick. It's very interested in ideas and concepts, and you know, it's a sort of gathering of resources, if you like. But it's not at that stage, I would say, with Mercury retrograde, where you can do really something very constructive with all that information that you have and been given. So it's kind of restless. It's still not ready to commit in a way. And that too will change, of course, when the sun goes into Capricorn. So we should use the week maybe indeed to expand our ideas, to give ourselves freedom, because on Saturday, Sun is also trine Uranus. So there is that sort of need to do the research, get the information, engage with other people, because the Sun is conjunct with Mercury, get other people's thoughts and ideas, and concentrate on just being a bit more playful with it all, and not really putting your decisions, really big decisions, off until the Sun gets into that cardinal sign Capricorn. Mars is, of course, still in Scorpio. It's going to be there now for approximately a few months. It has great magnetism, Mars in Scorpio. It's a very sexy sign, actually. But it is a water sign. So Mars in Scorpio has strong sort of urges towards security and safety. So it's very controlled, in fact. This is, in a positive sense, it gives some self-control. But if that is more negatively expressed, that need for security can also manifest itself in acts of aggression, in destructive behaviour. I mean, there's such a lot of will in Mars in Scorpio that, you know, the power is behind it. So it's the will to what, you know, what do you want to do with it? How do you want to direct it? And don't let insecurity, take over. Your insecurities take over. On Friday we have the Sun conjunct Mercury. This is quite one of the most common conjunctions because Sun and Mercury are quite close, always around, Mercury and Venus are conjunct, and they're always quite close to the Sun. So it's not it's quite a common conjunction really, but it's a nice one nonetheless. It gives great creativity, the power of words to move, to expand our mind. It's great for poets and writers, and I know all the Christmas hits are coming out now, you know, doing things for charities, and, you know, so even all of this sort of energy is going out into the world. And plus there could be women or religious leaders now coming out and making statements on human rights, on issues of freedom. And again, you know, it's about getting a message somehow into the world, because Sag it seats a large audience, but great energy then. It's also trine in the node, which again, you know, if we take Ebertein's approach to the nodes are about other people too, involving others. And as I said, on Saturday, we have that lovely Sun Uranus trine. So a great week for if you want to gather ideas and enjoy language and share your thoughts. But a restless week. So, you know, maybe it's going to be a little until next week before we start to really cut to the quick and really get the shoulder under and push forward. Okay, thank you for listening. That was my astrological take on the week. Bye.